We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Green 18. Watch twist. Back north. Boxing.
He's checking. Crash. Check it out.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mike 36. Let's go one more. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Kelly, strong left, Kelly.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Double up. He's coming.
Chip. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check 9.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Get ready.
Here we go, here we go. 280! Black, black.
Wentz now on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Down the man inside, down the man.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Go, go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. It's our time. Check, check.
Go, go.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Wentz. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he breaks through another tackle. Touchdown, Vikings. James Washington, 61 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
319.
Check. Watch 54.
Here, Mike.
Ready? Kill.
Shoot. Watch. We are going.
Jumper.
Now Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running, it's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
258.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Inside.
Now a handoff for Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Mike check 33. 33. Let's go, defense.
Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Trey Flowers able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Waiting.
Run for Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
26.
On the give, this is Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Who wants some? Blue 58.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Plant. Hey, 88.
Check.
On first down, Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Find out. You got 58.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Green 18.
36. Drop deep. Watch 36.
Zoom.
Watch the flag.
Gun.
Watch the flag.
Box it. Go to 50.
Mike 36. Mike.
Yeah, this.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check. Watch the edge. Watch 36.
Jab.
I'm going to run you over.
Back north.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, take 26.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Right, right.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 13. Check 13.
Yeah, Liz.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Oko over here.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Shoot. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw again, Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Two jet.
Mike 3. Man out. Mike 3. Combo.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Season as we're back at it in this NFC wild. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Working from the gun. Wentz gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Solid.
Now Wentz. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Switch gears.
Go. Two jet.
Check.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Keep playing hard. No. Green 18. Teammate.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, check back 33.
Inside.
Let's go. Check three.
Back to north.
Tighten up. Check.
Inside.
Check 31.
49. Check 49.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally. totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Mike 3. Combo.
Trey 15.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Here's Pollard again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Over here.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Blue 58! Hey, black!
Hey, watch it.
Go right!
Alert 3.
On first down, Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Inside!
From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Here we go.
Back north!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One final try now for Wentz. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.